Hi, this is Dr. Joe from the Southside Health and Wellness Campus in Oneonta. No Dr. Shirley this week. I'm filling in to do week 11 of the first 12 weeks of the new year. Thanks for being part of this, and I'm very excited about what we're going to talk about today. It's a very misunderstood topic, fat. People think that eating fat makes you fat, and nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, carbohydrates and proteins both actually turn into sugar a lot easier than fat does. And sugar, or glucose, which is a source of fuel in the body, increases insulin levels when it's consumed. Refined carbohydrates are worse, obviously, than more complex carbohydrates like vegetables. When consumed, carbohydrates and proteins will turn into glucose and therefore affect insulin levels, and that can contribute to highs and lows in terms of our energy throughout the day. Because calories in 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carbohydrate, there's only 4 calories. When we look at fat, there's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. So many people think that that means they're going to gain weight from consuming it. But actually, because it keeps the body feeling full, you eat less of it overall, and it keeps a person from actually gaining weight. And most research shows that consuming good quality fats will increase metabolic activity and actually cause weight loss to occur. Additional benefits to consuming large quantities of good fats are actually improved hormone regularity. Most people don't realize, but actually hormones are produced by good quality fats as well as cholesterol consumption. So a lot of foods that have been told of avoiding in the past, which are high in fat and cholesterol, actually do help to contribute to good hormone balance. Progesterone in women, testosterone in men, estrogen in women, and many other hormones as well. In fact, the hormones that we need to react to stress are produced by fats as well. So that's an important thing to help cope with stress. What other benefits come from eating fats? Well, believe it or not, the 3 primary causes of death in the United States, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, are actually all benefited by consuming good quality fats. And in fact, most people thought that heart disease was caused by fats. It's really nothing further from the truth. It helps to protect the arteries in many ways from the damaging effects of high insulin and glucose levels. It doesn't contribute to the insulin levels to begin with. Good quality fats help to boost the immune system. It helps keep us healthy. It helps to support good skin, hair, and nail support in the body, which is very important because obviously your skin is on the outside. It protects us from a lot of the environmental stressors that we deal with. Good brain function is also supported by eating large quantities of good fats as well. Upwards of 60% of the brain itself is made up of fats, so we need those in our diet to help in the repair process of the nervous system. Fats are also rich in vitamins D, A, K, and E, which are fat-soluble vitamins that are essential to good health. So what are good fats? Well, we hear a lot about coconut oil currently in the media. It's a big buzz. It was a type of fat that was actually not recommended 20 to 30 years ago, but unfortunately that was based off of really bad science back in the days saying it was going to contribute to heart disease because it's got more saturated fat. But believe it or not, saturated fat actually helps to prevent heart disease and contributes to the avoidance of cancer and prevention of cancer development in the body, so it's actually a great source of fat to consume. Avocados, avocado oil, fantastic. Cold water fish, phenomenal, especially for heart disease. Additionally, walnuts, flax seeds, fantastic forms of oils come from those types of foods. How about meat? Well, for years meat was condemned, like the red meats especially, but believe it or not, grass-fed meat and grass-fed dairy, like butter, are fantastic forms of fats that we should consume fair amounts of because there's tons of vitamins that are in that and actually help to protect the body from all of the earlier conditions that I spoke of. How about eggs? Well, for years, eggs were condemned because they're high in cholesterol and have saturated fat in it. But believe it or not, when the whole egg white and yolk are eaten together, eggs from especially grass-fed and free-range chickens are some of the best forms of fats that you can consume on a daily basis. And if people think that eating cholesterol is going to raise their cholesterol level, well, it might, but it'll usually raise the HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, and lower the LDL cholesterol levels. And your liver makes the other amounts of cholesterol in your body. So if you eat cholesterol in its good forms, basically it's going to produce less of it, so it will usually keep the cholesterol levels in balance or even lower that, like I spoke of. How about the bad fats? Well, unfortunately, the ones that most people have been using for decades are some of the worst. Corn oil. Just like corn syrup, not very healthy. How about soybeans? Nope, not very good either. Believe it or not, soybean oil is what's called a phytoestrogen. It's like a plant-based estrogen. So by consuming it, it mimics estrogen in the human body. Men definitely don't need it, and women don't need extra amounts of it either, because usually the progesterone to estrogen balance in women is often out of balance, and you don't want to consume anything that's going to contribute to producing more of that. Canola oil is another one. You know, these things are found in so many like salad dressings and mayonnaise, and people eat large amounts of it, but unfortunately none of them are very healthy. So if you think about all the diets that have been very popular in the last 30 or 40 years, you've got the Atkins style diet of old, large amounts of fat. The Mediterranean diet, which by all measures is one of the healthiest forms of eating that people can consume, over generations to sustain long life and being very healthy. The paleo diet, very popular today. The ketogenic diet, also very popular. All large percentages of fats, and people lose large amounts of weight by consuming it, especially when they have large amounts of good green leafy vegetables and other healthy sources of vitamins and minerals during the consumption of these fats. Lastly, our favorite is the Weston Price Foundation. It's not a diet per se, it's a method of eating. And if you go online to the westonpricefoundation.org and look up some of that information, it's a wealth of information that you'll absolutely love. And if you can get into studying that and applying it to your life, it'll make great health benefits for you. Well, basically, there you have it. Fat doesn't make you fat. Fat actually helps to lose weight, and it really helps to contribute to an overall healthier being. So thank you for being part of the first 12 weeks of the new year. This is the end of week 11. Next week is the final week, so stay tuned. We're going to wrap it all up, and hopefully it's going to make a significant difference for you, family, friends, by applying these things in your life. So please share them, and thank you again for your time. And don't forget, failure is not an option, and you can do it.